Justin, what were you guys able to accomplish in Florida with those workouts you guys did together?
Yeah, I really just wanted to bring some of the guys on there and get together before camp and just work out a little bit, hang out a little bit. So it was good getting some of the receivers and tight ends down there and just working out and spending time together.
Justin, what's the extent of the work you've done with Mooney in the last couple of months, and what's kind of your perspective on where he's at as he kind of works his way back?
Yeah, I mean we've thrown a good bit, and of course Moon is a very hard worker, so I know he's going to get back to the spot that he needs to be at. So yeah, just trying to get him back to where he was last year and feeling even better. So I think that's where we are now. He's looked really good, and excited for what he does this season.
As someone who's been close to him for a couple of years, how would you kind of describe his process? And it's been a long road for him, not only physically but mentally, to just endure the rehab part of this.
I mean, yeah, he's faced it head up. Every day. I mean, he's probably been here rehabbing, doing 2-a-days, working out a lot, just trying to get back right. So, like I said before, he's a hard worker, and I mean, he's faced it head on, and I mean, he's good mentally, good physically, and he's gonna be good to go.
Justin, I know that wins and losses matter to you more than individual accomplishments, but by the standards you have for yourself, how would you grade last season?
I mean, I think there were areas where I could have, done better at, of course. I mean, I don't have a letter grade for you, to be honest with you, but yeah, I mean, there's definitely areas that I could have improved on and get better, and that's what every day is for. Just get better and just trying to really get everybody around me better too. So
Say this offseason specifically, what did you work on to try to fix those things you want to get better?
I worked on a lot of things, the stuff that I need to work on. So yeah, I mean, I don't have a full list of everything, but just stuff I need to work on.
For both of you, as you get into camp and you report, do you go through a season-long, write down goals that you have for yourself? What's your process like of setting yourself up mentally for what you want to accomplish in camp and beyond that?
Not really goals, but coming from where I came from, I just want to win. Here, everybody wants to win. The whole main goal in the NFL is to win. So go above 500, make the playoffs, and start the postseason 0-0 and go from there. That's the main goal.
Same thing. I think everybody around here has the same goal. So yeah, not necessarily writing goals, but we all know what the ultimate goal is, and that's to win the Super Bowl. So like DJ said, just 500 or better in the season and make the playoffs and go from there. So, but of course, everybody knows what the ultimate goal is, and that is to win a Super Bowl. So, yeah.
This is the first time in your career you've got a little bit of consistency heading into training camp. With that in mind, having a little bit of consistency, does anything feel different on this report day compared to the past?
Consistency meaning what?
Like you have Luke Getsy here for a second year in a row, building off of the offense that you're doing last time, instead of resetting.
Yeah, I mean, I think anytime you're in the same offense, 2 consecutive years, it does make it easier, and you're not, having to learn a new offense, new protections, new language within an offense. So this offseason has definitely been easier for me in terms of, just diving deeper into the playbook and, just a better understanding of it. So yeah, I've definitely felt way more comfortable this offseason and OTAs than I have the past 2 for sure.
You said last week 4,000 yards could be an individual goal to accomplish this season?
I mean, yeah. Of course, a Bears quarterback hasn't done it yet, so that would be cool. And with the help of this guy, hopefully I can get there. So yeah.
DJ, we've all talked about how you can help this offense. Have you had a chance to look around and see how this offense can help you? In what ways specifically?
Yeah, coming from different backgrounds of offenses, this offense is pretty unique. A lot of different tags and terms that I had to learn coming in. So it helped me grow more than I already was, but it just taken me to the next level just to understand the main concepts and different terminology behind things.
DJ, you play with a lot of quarterbacks. How long realistically do you think it will be for you and Justin to be on the same page and rolling? Can you do that week 1?
Why not do it tomorrow, the next day, and just build from there, and then y'all have to see come week 1.
Justin, how much work were you able to get in with Chase after, I know he missed most of the off-season program. When did you guys start working together in Florida?
Yeah, we actually threw a couple of times up here before we went down to Florida. So we were able to get some work in a little bit, and then he also did come down to Florida, as y'all probably saw. But yeah, we were able to work out a few times before. You know, his knee started bothering him a little bit. So yeah,
How did he look?
he looked good. He looked good. You know, he looked good. I'll leave it at that. But you know, like I said in the springtime, you know, he worked really hard from last year to learning the offense and really just putting his best foot forward and just trying to learn. So you know, I think it was tough last year coming in midseason and trying to learn our offense because it's so complex. But you know, this spring I was proud of him, just the way he worked and just really the way he attacked each and every day. So yeah.
Justin, we've seen the NFL start to release the top 100 players list. And we've seen a few preview clips of players like Nick Bosa praising you for your ability to leave the pocket, to escape, to rush.
Mm-hmm.
While that is a great feeling, obviously, being able to do that, does that push pressure on you to throw more, to prove yourself more, passing as a quarterback?
Not really. I think, like DJ said, we're just focused on winning games, to be honest with you. I know that's going to come, to be honest with you. So I'm not worried about, I guess, putting pressure on. I don't feel pressure to, pass more or do anything like that. I think that's just naturally going to come with, everybody getting more comfortable with the offense and, the players around me. So, yeah.
I remember you mentioning that toward the end of last season, you did not want to repeat of the 1K rushing yards. Does that make you a little more hesitant this year to rush more or start to rush less? How does that
to be honest, I'm not thinking like before a play he breaks down like, oh, I'm gonna run this play or I'm gonna pass this play. I think it just happens the way it happens. So yeah, I don't make the decision beforehand whether I'm gonna pass or run, to be honest with you. So
Justin, did you watch the quarterback show on Netflix?
I did.
What'd you think of it? And then obviously you were part of that a show like that when you were in high school.
Mm-hmm.
They were to come to you and ask you to do it as a pro. Would you be open to it?
Yeah, I watched it. It was kind of cool, seeing everybody's different backgrounds and kind of see how they prepared. So just cool seeing, also their personal lives and how they, balance life and football. But they actually did reach out, and I don't think I want to do it just because, I just rather keep everything the way it is around here. I think, just having cameras around the building, I think that might change the vibe of everyone, and just want to keep it, natural, organic, and really just focus on what's going on in the building. So, I mean, maybe down the road, but I don't think I see myself doing it this year at least.
Did you discuss it with the Bears before making that decision, or was it just kind of?
Nah, not really. I kind of already knew it would kind of like just change the vibe. So, yeah.
As a follow-up to that, what were some of the things from watching that as a quarterback in the league that you either appreciated or took note of, or what were the things that were interesting to you?
I think a lot of people realize like how much work goes into being a quarterback, especially on the mental side of the things. So just how much we have to prepare and know everybody's jobs. But yeah, I think that's one thing everybody realized, and it really just gave everybody kind of our perspective of what we go through our everyday lives and how much we have to prepare for things. So.
Justin, in that show, they talked about, Patrick Mahomes talked about the off-platform throws. Is that something that you guys work on here? There's a certain segment of practice where it's all off-platform, or is that?
Not really. Kind of like he said, the baseball background, playing infield, I think it just comes naturally. So, yeah. So just playing shortstop, playing infield growing up, I feel like you just develop that naturally, and of course, you practice it every now and then when you need to use it, but you're always not gonna have to use it. But yeah, like he said in the show, it just comes naturally from playing different sports. So yeah.
So when you did that show in high school, what was that experience like?
Of course, the first time, like the cameras were around, being that young, it was kind of awkward at first. But after time passed, I kind of got more and more used to it. But yeah, it was a cool experience, and I think. A lot of people knew me from, college days from that actual show. So I think that's kind of where, not even from the football side of things, but just a lot of people, would come up to me and they'd be like, "Oh, weren't you on that QB1 show, this and that?" So yeah, it was cool though.
DJ, in the summer, or I guess in the off-season portion, like, do you do any specific speed training or anything, outside of just like, working with the quarterback?
No, I'm just relaxing, being a dad. When he call, I come. Just that. I'm just for real. I just take the time just to relax the body before we put a bunch of strain on it, and just whenever the Justin called, I went, and other than that, I was with my kids and my fiance.
What was the transition of moving, the new baby, all of that, has it slowed down at all for you?
It slowed down once we got a place here, and ever since then it's been smooth sailing.
Relax.
How do I like to relax? Just watching movies and eating popcorn, being a regular person. Like there ain't really nothing to it outside of football with me.
DJ, when people talk about chemistry between a quarterback and a receiver or connection, whatever, an abstract, what does that mean to you? What's the definition of that to you, and how valuable is it, or is it a little sometimes overrated?
It's never overrated to have chemistry with somebody. So, like me and Justin, we got chemistry on and off the field, so that's a plus. Same with PJ. Like, it's always a plus. It's more than just football at the end of the day when you meet somebody. So, forever gonna be friends with Justin outside of it.
But do you truly reach a point where you know what the other's thinking? I'm talking about on the field, where you can really make plays without talking or whatever. Or just eye contact, that kind of thing. Is that what that is, or is that not?
It is built, but it becomes natural over time. We had a few plays like that in this past OTA, so I want to say we're probably going to keep that going, but it just built over time.
Justin, last year you came into camp, y'all had 12, 15 guys. You were trying to find 6 or 7 receivers, right? This year it seems like, at least from the outside, those 6 or 7 guys are a little bit more clearly defined going into camp. Does that change anything for you? Is that more comfortable situation?
I think it changes, everything for the offense. I think, just knowing, those guys' roles and, how they're going to be used in our offense, they can take more reps at that certain position. So they're able to, get on the same page. We're able to, have certain conversations on what guys are running certain routes to, talk about it. If you see a certain coverage, then they're going to do, this or that. So I think it is going to help our team. When it comes to, already having those guys set in those positions rather than, trying to find out, which receivers do, what things best, and just being able to have those conversations now rather than later down the line to, where you find out a few weeks or a month before the season starts and then start having those conversations. So, yeah.
Does it give you more confidence that this offense can take that next step that you've been trying to last year?
Does it give me more confidence? I think everybody on the offensive side of the ball is confident. I think this past OTAs, I think that was personally our best OTA since I've been here. So I think everybody on our side of the ball is confident. I think even on the defensive side of the ball, everybody's confident. So I think the biggest thing is just showing up to practice each and every day and competing with each other and making each other better. So.
Justin, 2 more. Ryan Poles has talked about this team collectively sort of building a championship mindset going into this year. As one of the leaders on this team, how do you describe what that is, what the championship mindset that this group needs to have is?
Yeah, it's just the little things, Coach Flus put up, just quotes around the building of just different stuff, like champions are built different, they think differently, they move differently, so just different things like that. And I just think with the, new guys on our team this year, I think they, some of them, they come from winning organizations like Maine and, TJ. So, they kind of bring that aspect too. So really just stepping on the field, knowing that, you're the best player out there, knowing that, when you step on the field that you're going to win the game. I just thinking kind of having that mindset, when you step on the field before a game, it just feels different. So I don't really know how to explain it for you, but it's just like a different feel to it, to be honest with you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.